we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is the heart, right? So, as we know, basically where our heart is present. So, very first, it is present mesodermally, derived organ, right? And where it is present in between lungs. So our heart is the muscular. Also, it is having a chambered and it is just tilted towards the left. So we can't say this is completely at the left, but yes, it is tilted towards the left. Here in our heart, that is protected by double wall. So that double wall membranous bag, that membranous bag, we can say this is the pericardium. And here this pericardium is completely filled with the fluid that called as pericardial fluid. So basically this pericardial fluid and the pericardium is mainly for the protection of human heart. Now let us discuss about the chambers. So when we observe the simply, I'll tell you about that. So when we divide human heart, so basically there are the two auricle and two ventricle. So here are the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle and the left ventricle. So the four chamber, that is two upper chamber. This two upper chamber is a small. So we can write here two upper smaller chamber, that is called as the auricles, and two lower larger chamber called as the ventricle. Okay. Now see, here are the one line which is divide our heart into the four parts. See, so basically this is the rough diagrammatic structure of the human heart. And here in the rough structure, you can observe there is the one line which has divide our heart into left and right. So here in this line is called as the septum. Okay. So let's talk about the septum. So suppose the septum which is present in the auricular section, so that is called as between the auricle, that called as the auricular septum. If it is present between the ventricle, is called as the ventricular septum. That complete line is also known as auriculoventricular septum. Now see, when we observe this auricular septum, so that is little bit a thin septum when it is present in the auricle. But once it is come to the ventricular section, this wall is little thick. Okay. And between the auricular ventricular section, that is completely called as auricular ventricular line or auriculoventricular septum, which is thick and fibrous. So this is about the septum. Now let's see about the cardiac wall. Now see how many walls are present. So in human heart, when we observe the cardiac wall, see between right auricle and right ventricle, we observe the tricuspid wall. Between left auricle and left ventricle, there is a bicuspid wall, which is also known as mitral wall. At the base of third, at the base of pulmonary artery, and at the base of aorta, we observe the wall that is called as the semilunar wall. So basically, what is the function of this wall? Why there is the presence of wall? So always keep in your mind, walls are the muscular flaps or muscular cups that is allow unidirectional flow of blood and prevent its backward flow. So this is the main function of our wall. Now, here, let's observe about the cardiac muscles. So, cardiac muscles, yes, here are the presence of contractile tissue, presence of nodal tissue, right? Now, here in the nodal tissue, let us see there are SA node. SA node is also called as the pacemaker, sinoauricular node. Next is AV node. So AV node is also known as a pace setter, that is atrioventricular node. Then we have AV bundle and Purkinje fiber. So where this SA node is present, so see at the right upper corner of right atrium, you can observe the SA node, right? So similarly, suppose this is the diagrammatic representation. So here you can observe the SA node and lower corner of right atrium. So this is the lower section. During here lower section, you can observe the AV node, right? So here we can write that is the lower corner of right atrium. That is left lower corner. Okay. And AV bundle and Purkinje fiber, that is the intraventricular septum, which is divided at the apex of ventricle. Okay, so basically we can say all these are the action potential. Okay, that is auto excitable and send signals. Basically, due to that, one cardiac cycle will be completed, and this cardiac cycle is completed here in 0.8 seconds. Got it? Now, how this cardiac cycle will work? So, this will be going to study in our next topic or a next class.